Oh, come on, man. I'm sorry. Come on, man. I said, come on, man. You know the deal. You know I was sorry. I'm a Democrat. I can get away with anything. You don't have to believe. You don't have to be outraged. You don't have to do anything but vote Democrat. Hillary 2020. Brought to you by the same people who cheated Bernie Sanders in 2016. It's It's Clinton 2020. Yay! To my super chat, thank you so very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Biden apologizes for saying, New York Times, Biden apologizes, CNN, what Biden said was outrageous. But some say so was the reaction. Oh, really? Oh, liberal media. Oh, I just love it. Twist yourself into a more distorted, mangled pretzel. Pseudo-intellectual, just a butchered, I don't even know what to call it. This mental gymnastics, twisting and contorting, but you know it's bad, but not so bad. If Trump said this, it would be the end of the world. Trump has repeatedly he didn't call all immigrants that, I don't even want to use the phrase, he didn't refer to African American nations as, we have no evidence of that, and dispatched a series of tweets telling four non-white congresswomen they should go back to their crime. No, he didn't. He didn't say that. No, he didn't. He didn't say they should go back right now. The context, the nuance is missing. He never said find people on both sides regarding nationalist rally. He never said that. Go look at the nuance and context. But do you want to know who did? Oh, and spread a birther conspiracy theory. That was wrong. So President Trump did that. But you know who started that? Madam Secretary. Yes, Madam Secretary. Who will be the nominee? So what they do is, Biden has always been a placeholder who had to... Biden always had to pretend to be running, but be just good enough to defeat Bernie Sanders and just horrible enough to have people beg for Hillary, which is what's taking place. Now, Trump has never said anything as egregious as what Biden said. Never. Because if you put the context and nuance, and if you look, the President Obama and Biden and Clinton actually destroyed a country in Africa. We have no clue what Trump said. What Trump allegedly said is more egregious to Democrats than what President Obama, Biden, and Clinton did in a failed NATO intervention. That should tell you about Democrats. Crispus Addicts, hello. Hope all is well. Eric H526. Crispus Addicts, hello. Eric H526. Luke St. Martin. He never said both sides, meaning he was never a wink, wink, nudge, nudge, subliminal to the bigoted, horrible, racist monsters. Never needed to. He won states that went to President Obama and Bill Clinton and John Kerry. He never needed to. If you assume that they stood against bigotry, which, if you look at Bill Clinton, he literally flew to the execution of a man to show that he was tough. I can't even get into everything on YouTube. But see, the context here is key. And then this is hilarious. CNN, the context here is key. Then they remove any context from what Trump was ever saying. He never said both sides. That was one of the biggest lies and the biggest hoaxes of all time. To mean that he was wink, wink, nudge, nudge, subliminal. No, he didn't. He never. Notice how they never take the actual quote or use the entire clip. He was condemning the hatred, the violence, everything, like a million times. It was never good enough. He was signing a bill to help veterans when that day happened. He had nothing to do with it. And Democrats, and there's a lot of questions that went on there also pertaining to the police and the governor. But again, Democrats are pure public relations. Then there's a segment here. The context is key, and then they removed all the context from Trump. He never stated all immigrants were this. He never referred to African American countries as you know what. You want to know how I know this? Because there's no transcript. There's no audio or video. Nothing. No evidence. But we do know that the failed NATO intervention obliterated the country. We do know that. And he wasn't telling 4 non-white Democratic congresswomen. They were engaged in a political back and forth with President Trump. And one of them actually happened to make a quote where Democrats demand context. Look, you have people who wrote, Democrats, liberals, who were basically exposed writing either racist or sexist or homophobic blog posts, statements. They're forgiven instantly. You have Joe Biden has a litany of statements he stated all throughout his life. In addition to, but see again, the rule. Well, this is a believe, except when it's Biden. Be outraged, except when it's Biden. Look, Democrats have no value system. They have no value system. Their value system is how can we leverage as much outrage as possible and pretend that we are the defenders and the vanguards of truth and honesty and justice, while at the same time, when it's convenient, jettisoning all of these alleged values that they stand for. So, let's just listen to this. Trump never, sorry Democrats. Biden took one for the team this entire election because he's not going to be nominee. And I will have made the biggest political call of all time, ladies and gentlemen. He's not going to be nominee. He ain't going to be nominee. He's not going to be nominee. Any way you want to say it. Any way Biden wants to say it. But we know that he's not going to be nominee because of how, he's been behaving and acting and the farce, the overt charade that we've been witnessing for a year. But another reason we know is that he did more damage to the Democratic Party than he did to himself. And he meant, okay, that was deliberate, by the way. I'll have an H.A. Goodman other channel. So subscribe to H.A. Goodman's other channel right now. It's below in the description. Subscribe to, in the pinned comment, subscribe to Bizarro World Goodman. But what they did, ladies and gentlemen, actually hurt the Democratic Party. Nothing Trump has ever said is as bad as what Biden said, because if you take all the context and nuance that you want and you utilize it to defend Biden, but utilize the context and nuance that you haven't given to Trump within his alleged comments, because we still haven't had a transcript that he called any country a you-know-what hole. But we do know that President Obama's failed NATO intervention actually obliterated a country in Africa. So we do know that. Nothing Trump has ever done is as bad as that. And we know that also President Obama drank Flint water while it was still poisonous to deliberately deceive people. It wasn't Clinton's intentional servers. It was deliberately to deceive, deliberately. But again, they have no value system. Hillary Clinton was always going to be nominee. The reason that I've obsessed over this is because they run a political machine, and the political machine is pretty overt and obvious in what it's about. A Steele dossier wasn't purchased. And by the way, Eric H526, Luke St. Martin, hello. A Steele dossier wasn't purchased to elect Biden, but here, check it out. A Steele dossier wasn't purchased to elect Biden, but here. Oh my God. Hold on. Hold on. Okay.
You can't do that to black media.
I can't do that to white media and black media because my wife has to go on at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
I'm in trouble.
Listen, you got to come see us when you come to New York, VP Biden.
I will.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump and you ain't black.
He takes a second. He takes a split, like a nanosecond, a split second. Now listen to me, and I'm going to explain this on H.A. Goodman's other channel. He takes a split second to say Trump. Listen to it again. Just listen to it again, and when you watch it, you can watch it at the GOP War Room. It's the actual clip. Now, when you watch it, check it out.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump and you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with the fact I want something for my community.
He was told to say that. He didn't question it. He was told to say that. I'm telling you. Do I know? I'm like James Clapper. I'm highly to moderately confident. The evidence is my opinion, which is now evidence according to Democrats only when it suits their opinions. I'm telling you, go look at the tape. Go look at the clip. This was not a spontaneous thing. Nothing about this was spontaneous. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Then he apologizes today. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. So sorry. Democrats can do anything. There has to be nuance and context. They can apologize and it'll be okay because they're Democrats. And you know, one person, I'm not going to mention his name, but very, very famous person on the left wrote bigoted blog posts and then apologized. And then the defense from his viewers or people was, well, he used to be a conservative. What the does that have to do with anything? Oh, because that's just conservative ideology? Really? You want to know who definitively started the birther myth? Madam Secretary. Her campaign spread a photo of President Obama in African attire. So President Trump he shouldn't have spread that also. So that was wrong when Trump did that. But it started with the Democrats during the primary. And then there was a 3 a.m. ad where they painted President Obama, where Hillary painted President Obama as somebody who was breaking into a house. Yeah, the wonderful Democrats. 3 a.m. ad, look it up. Hold on. Bill Abrams the third. And hold on. Oh, you know what? I can't do it because I think there's music. So it's copyrighted, but check this out again. Check it out again.
So much, that's really our time. I apologize.
You can't do that to the black media.
I can't do that to white media and black media because my wife has to go on at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
I'm in trouble.
Listen, you got to come see us when you come to New York, VP Biden.
I will.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you...
That's not a segue. We have more questions. It's open-ended. It's not a segue into what the maniacal thing he said. Not a segue. You could say it is. Not. You could say that Biden, he's losing it. He ain't losing it. He's like, Biden's mental capacity is like a person who has money for a Ferrari, but not enough for the kids' braces. There's always the issue. Okay. Everyone on the left has become the biggest hypocrites on the planet. They just have to reach a little bit more. A tiny bit. They're already there. They're at the finish line. The finish line is Clinton 2020. It was always this. It was always this. I will have made the biggest political call of all time, but this was deliberate. Okay? Who was the first person to tell you it wasn't Eric Swalwell who dealt it? I was. My forensic capabilities, I was able to decipher what really happened. It was really Chris Matthews. Okay? But check it out, people. Check it out.
So much, that's really our time. I apologize.
You can't do that to the black media.
I can't do that to white media and black media because my wife has to go on at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
I'm in trouble.
Listen, you got to come see us when you come to New York, VP Biden.
I will.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
So tell me, is that a segue to what he said? He was waiting for an opportunity to say that. That was a deliberate statement, people. Tronort. He ain't no, your dog is always face pony soldier who can't do a push-up to sell his onions. Tron North to sell his own onions. That's awesome. Tron North. Thank you, Tron. Nice. Thank you, Tron. Tron North, thank you. Tron, everyone here, I'm telling you, check this out again. I mean, listen to this, but, if I had any grasp of technology, I'm one step above Biden when it comes to technology. A tiny step above Biden, but I could show it to you, but then there's, of course, copyright issues, always, all other things. But anyway, check it out.
Thank you so much, that's really our time. I apologize.
You can't do that to the black media.
I can't do that to white media and black media because my wife has to go on at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
I'm in trouble.
Listen, you got to come see us when you come to New York, VP Biden.
I will.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with the fact I want something for my community. I would love to see
Take a look at my record, man.
Take a look at my record, man. Tron, take a look at my record, man. I did the deadlift 315, man. Come on now. I did 10 reps at 225, man. Come on now. I mean, look at my record, man. Look at my record, man. I'm totally not pretending to be the presumptive nominee, man. Only one person is calling out the biggest hoax in American political history aside from Russia probe, man. And that's this primary man, H.A. Bad man. Come on, man. Look at my record. Brian Levy, you ain't. Brian Levy, thank you. You ain't. Tron Nort, thank you. Come on, man.
Extended the voting rights 25 years. I have a
He extended it himself.
record that is second to none. The NAACP's endorsed me every time I've run. Come on. Take a look at the record.
All right, thank you.
Look, this hurts the Democratic Party. So that's another reason they're going to beg for Hillary. This hurts the Democratic Party. They can only win if they have turnout in Pennsylvania, Florida, Michigan, Ohio. You're not going to get turnout with Biden. He stands for nothing. And nobody likes him. When people say nobody likes Madam Secretary, that's true, but nobody likes Biden. He doesn't even have a fan base. Biden has no fan base. His fan base is the I'm with her crowd. I will have made the biggest political call of all time, people.
Something for my community. I would love to see
Take a
you.
look at my record, man.
Take a look at my record, man.
Take a look at my record, man.
Oh, come on, man. You know the deal, man.
Take a look at my record, man.
Oh, come on. Come on. People now smell on you, brother. Try to love one another. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Brian Levy, Joanne Black. Yep. Brian Levy, thank you. Brian Levy, thank you again. Tron, thank you.
Take a look at my record, man.
Come on, man. Take a look at my record, man. You think he speaks this way to any other demographic? Democrats are vile. They're insidious. And the left thinks they're like they're the most righteous. I love it. I love it. Then when you point out the hypocrisy of President Obama's administration, they're like, yeah, we're not talking about that. It's like, yeah, I know you're not talking about that. That's because you have nothing to stand on. When they go to a seamless transition from Biden to Hillary Clinton, ladies and gentlemen, this channel, H.A. Goodman's other channel, and Bizarro World Goodman, he's stuck in the basement. I don't know what he's doing. But he's going to come out soon. He's like Punxsutawney Bizarro. He'll come out, see his shadow, and then go back in. But, oh, come on, man. Oh, come on, man.
I would love to see
Take a look at my record, man.
Hey, look at my record, man. Hey, man. Come on, man. Hey, man. Biden, man. Biden, man. Why you keep saying man all the time, man? Stop saying man all the time, man. Come on, man. Stop saying it. Stop saying man all the time, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Biden.
I will.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
Wait for it. He's gearing up. You can see Biden's like, yeah, I'm going to say it now. I'm going to say it now. I'm going to say it now.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump,
He goes, for me, and then he's like looking and squinting. Trump, I'm telling you, you read that off a teleprompter. He read that off a teleprompter.
And you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with the fact I want something for my community. I would love to see
His smile is like villainous. After he says that, his smile is insidious, nefarious. Oh my God. Trump should do every commercial with that statement. Oh my God. He should do that. He should do a commercial with that statement. And then the smile, and then just that smile, just focus on that smile. And then like an echo of what he said as the smile keeps going. Oh!
You have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with the fact I want something for my community. I would love to see.
Take a look at my record, man. I extended the voting rights 25 years.
He extended it himself. What? Okay.
I have a record that is second to none. The NAACP has endorsed me every time I've run. Come on. Take a look at the record.
All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Anyway, thanks. I will come back.
He's like, I'll come back, all right? I'll come back. All right, so good to see you. Lyle Bud. That was Lyle Bud. It was total Biden Democrats. Lyle, thank you, as always, for watching. Lyle Bud, hope all's well. Thank you, Lyle Bud. Thank you, Lyle. Thank you, Lyle Bud. Bill Abrams III. I thought you didn't want peeps looking at his record. Yeah, Bill Abrams III. Yeah, that aside from Lyle Bud, Bill Abrams, Tron, aside from the allegations that could be, bolstered, he doesn't want anyone looking at his record. No record. I would love to debate anyone on Trump's words versus Biden's words, not just today. Everything in Clinton's words, super predator to this, to... It's unbelievable. And it's if you have Democrat, you have a free pass for everything. Believe, believe, believe. Russia, Russia, Russia. They purchased the Steele dossier with help from Russian intelligence. One Russian intelligence official. Even Vanity Fair was talking about that. Valerie Rogers! Dogface Pony Soldier for VP. Spies Like Us, hello. Hello. Come on, man.
Thank you so much. That's really our time. I apologize.
You can't do that to black media.
I can't do that to white media and black media because my wife has to go on at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
I'm in trouble.
Listen, you got to come see us when you come to New York, VP.
This guy is like, he's totally lying. He's like, I'm in trouble. My wife has me on at 6 o'clock. And there's only one camera. We've only siphoned about, tens of millions from other countries. But there's only one. We can only afford one camera, Hunter, spends it on things we don't know what he's spending on. We can't have two setups. It's only one little basement. Come on now, man. Come on, man. You know the deal, man. Come on, man. We only have one camera, man. We don't have two cameras, man. The wife has to do her thing, man. We got to pay the bills, man. She's on a special podcast, man.
That's really our time. I apologize.
You can't do...
That's really our time. I apologize. Now is your moment, Biden. Don't mess it up.
Thank you so much. That's really our time. I apologize.
You can't do that to black media.
I can't do that to white media and black media because my wife has to go on at 6 o'clock.
Oh, it's 6 o'clock now.
Okay.
Oh, I'm in trouble.
Listen,
I'm in big trouble. Don't spank me.
you got to come see us when you come to New York, VP Biden.
I will.
It's a long way until November. We got
Actually, spank me.
more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to do.
He's looking at, and he said that. He's like, Did I do good? Huh? Yeah? Good? Good? Did I do good? Did I do good? Is Hillary going to come? Do I have to keep doing this before Hillary Clinton finally decides to jump in? Do I have to keep? Okay, I get the streak naked down Pennsylvania Avenue. Okay, I'll do that. No problem. You're going to help me with Burisma, though, right? Okay, no problem. Come on, man.
Do with the fact I want something for my community. I would love to see.
Take a look at my record, man. I extended the voting rights 25 years. I have a record that is second to none. The NAACP's endorsed me every time I've run. Come on. Take a look at the record.
All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Anyway, thanks. I will come back.
I'll come back. He's like looking at the camera like, I'll come back, man. I'll come back, man.
All right.
Cornflakes was a bad dude. He was a bad dude. Who knows what he's going to say or do next? This is hurting the Democratic Party, though. The actual political party is being hurt. So, and maybe that's what Madam Secretary wants. That they're going to come begging.
Hey, look.
They're going to come, and look how lucid he is. Look, when he has to go, listen to how lucid he is.
Look forward to seeing you in person.
Okay, absolutely.
Okay, pal. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
He's like, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. No problem. All right. Yeah, I'm very, very eloquent. Come on now. Bill Abrams III. Any female? Probably. Lyle Budd. H.A., who is the guy? Never heard of him. Give us your views. Lyle Budd. Thank you, Lyle. Thank you. Lyle Budd. Thank you. Bill Abrams III. Thank you. Come on, man. You ever been to a Democratic primary, little lady? They call it a caucus. Have you ever been to one? Did you know I am one? Want to know how I know that I am one? Because I'm going to tell you right now. You're a lying, dog-faced pony soldier. Biden. I was Democratic. Here you go. This is so great. Oh my God. This is so great. This is not even. He's not done yet. Hillary, save him. Save him. Hey, little lady. Want to know what a Democratic primary is?
Arguably the candidate with the greatest advantage in this race. You've been the vice president. You weren't burdened down by the impeachment trials. So
he wasn't. The whole impeachment was about him.
Or in the participation. So how do you explain the performance in Iowa, and why should the voters believe that you can win the national election?
It's a good question. Number one, I was a Democratic caucus.
You were? Hey now. You actually were.
I was a Democratic caucus.
You were an actual
election.
It's a good question. Number one, I was a Democratic caucus.
You were? Okay.
Ever been to a caucus?
Ever been to one, little lady? Come on now. Come on, man. Have you ever been to one? Want to go to one? I can take you.
No, you haven't.
I'll take you there.
Face pony soldier. You said you were, but now you got to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you.
You lined up face pony soldier. You lined up face pony soldier. You lying. I know you lying. You lined up face pony soldier, man. I know you've been to one. You haven't been to one? I'll take you if you want. I'll take you if you want.
It's a good question. Number one, Iowa's a Democratic caucus.
Well, hey now.
You ever been to a caucus?
You ever been to one? Oh, yeah? You haven't been to one with me.
No, you haven't. You're a lion, dog, face pony soldier. You said you were, but you're
You said you were. You know how that goes. You ever been to one? Hold on now. If you don't vote for me, then you ain't whatever it is you think you are. Come on now. Come on now. You ever been to one? Have you ever been to one? I was one. I am one. I are one.
In the participation. So how do you explain the performance in Iowa, and why should the voters believe that you can win the national election?
It's a good question. Number one, Iowa's a Democratic caucus.
Hey now.
You ever been to a caucus?
Ever been to one?
No, you haven't. You're a lion, dog, face pony soldier. You said you were.
You gotta be honest. I have to be honest with you now. Come on.
It was a little bit confusing in Iowa.
A little bit confusing in Iowa. We were waiting on the fake app to cheat Bernie again, and we notified Mayor Pete that he won before anyone else knew, because that's what we scripted. That's what we scheduled to happen. Hey, man, come on now, man. Come on now, man. Evan Wolf, hello. Hi, Eric H526.
Number one. But let's assume it was everything was exactly right. You know? The idea that you come in with about half the delegates that the leaders came in with in Iowa.
We can go all night. You want to go all night, man? We can do that, man. If you want to go all night, we could do all night long. All night, all night. We can do it, man. Hillary Clinton is going to be nominee. I've been saying this forever. I'm literally the only person on the planet saying this. For going on 4 years now. For going on 4 years now. I will not only be light years ahead of everyone. My analysis will be the only analysis that was correct. Literally every other person's analysis on the planet, especially the Democratic Party machine. The Democratic Party machine. Instantly. Honestly, it was just a joke. Okay, I mean, honestly. Let's do this, Biden declare. This is one of his best. I don't want to say the best, but it's one of his best.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women were created by the you know the thing. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women were created by the you know the thing.
You know the thing, man. Come on. And you know the thing, but you don't ever listen. Do I have to do everything for you? People, if I have to do everything for you, I mean, seriously.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women were created by the you know the thing.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Bill Abrams. Bill Abrams the third. Ever been to one? I was one. That's right. That's right, little lady. Cornflakes was a bad dude. Hold on.
Over there. Landed through the 3 meter as one of the guards. And I did, over there. And Corn Pop was a bad dude.
He was a bad dude, bad. He was a bad dude. They try to make Trump like, oh, Trump is just as bad. He's worse. No, he's not. Trump has a personality that makes Democrats, their minds melt. They lose all grasp of reality, and they just see contempt, utter sheer. All they feel is contempt. Lyle Bud, thank you.
And you fell off sideways, you landed on the damn
The darn cement.
And Corn Pop was a bad dude.
He was a bad dude, bad.
And he ran a bunch of bad boys.
Bad dudes, what you gonna do when they come for you? He was a bad dude. And then, of course, like every single this is like comedy movie. This is like 90s comedy movie, like 80s SNL sketch material. But this is actually Democratic politics. Yeah, right. This is all scripted. Hillary Clinton's going to be the nominee, and I'm the only person on planet Earth who has said this. And I didn't just say it because, I feel they're like the epitome of everything insidious in the world, which is true. But I gave you the analysis, exactly why. It comes down to money ultimately. Okay, and then there's, this is a really good one that nobody talks about too. I mean, the greatest hits for Biden is pretty awesome.
This is Sarah Haynes. In Hot Topics, we talked about Trump saying the government would reassess the recommended period for keeping businesses shut and people at home. Are you at all concerned, as Trump said, that we cannot let the cure be worse than the problem itself?
We have to take care of the cure. That will make the problem worse no matter what.
Nobody even says so. I've given you so many examples. RCJ! Exactly. RCJ, thank you. That's what they usually do.
Trump saying the government would reassess the recommended period for keeping businesses shut and people at home. Are you at all concerned, as Trump said, that we cannot let the cure be worse than the problem itself?
We have to take care of the cure. That will make the problem worse no matter what.
And we always want to make the problem worse, right, Joe? Yes. This is totally not an act. He really wants to be president. Yeah. I mean, they only cheated a couple of years ago. They've totally changed. Yeah. Well, the voters wouldn't stand for it. And the voters don't care. They're rolling with Joe Biden, and he's like full steam ahead to the iceberg. Full steam. Warp speed. To the iceberg. Hindenburg. Hydrogen. No problem. It's unbelievable. It is just unbelievable. Cornflakes was a bad dude. Bad.
So much, that's really our time. I apologize.
That's our time. I apologize. Now, Biden. Now. No, we forgot to say it.
Can't do that to the black media. You don't do that to white media and black media because my wife has to go on at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
I'm in trouble.
Listen, you gotta come see it.
Is it 6 o'clock? I'm in trouble. As you can see, I'm looking at my wristwatch. I'm in trouble, everyone. My wife's gonna spank me. I think I'll like that. Oh, I'm in trouble. I have to go. But wait. If you ate... Wait, what was that? Oh.
When you come to New York, VP Biden.
I will.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions. I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with the fact I want something for my community. I would love to see
Take a look at my record, man.
How would you take a look at my record, man? Why you take a look at my record, man? Record, man. Come on, man. People now, smell on your brother. Come on. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Talked about Trump saying the government would reassess the recommended period for keeping businesses shut and people at home. Are you at all concerned, as Trump said, that we cannot let the cure be worse than the problem itself?
We have to take care of the cure. That will make the problem worse no matter what.
We always want to make the problem worse. So. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much. It's happening, people. I know it's bizarre. I know it's bizarre. But it's happening. Hillary Clinton's going to be the nominee. Please, 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 if you're on Facebook tonight or tomorrow, share my recently published Times of Israel article. Hillary Clinton, not Biden, will be nominee. Share that everywhere. On Facebook. Every single day. Everywhere. Please. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless. To my super chat, thank you. Thank you, everybody. And if you want to support my voice long term, my Patreon is below in the pinned comment description. Moderators, Eric H526, Luke St. Martin, thank you very much. People, thank you, everyone. God bless. Sleep well. I'll see you tomorrow. Go in about 10 minutes. Go to H.A. Goodman's other channel. I'll explain why this was deliberate. Give me your thoughts. Thank you so very, very